Hello everyone, my name is AJ, this is Brandon. We are going to be going over the games that happened during the second week of the LCS.
So the first game of the day was in fact Clutch Gaming versus CLG. Clutch Gaming did come away with the win. CLG looked good at first. They had some good
first 5 minutes, pretty much.
Good early game presence with Rainover. And then after that, everything kind of fell apart. Febiven was getting fed. And then there was that horrific fight around mid lane. Riverside, where CLG was just pretty much running in one after another into Febiven, gave him the glorious pentakill.
Yep, as a CLG fan, that is horrific flashbacks to when they did that to Team Liquid.
Yep. So once they got that advantage, they pretty much didn't let it go and just steamrolled the rest of the game.
Yep. Okay, so the second game was TSM versus Optic Gaming. Super boring game.
Yes.
TSM had no good engage, but also had pretty good wave clear. So they dragged the game out for 60 minutes until they finally found a good fight near their base at 60 minutes and then won the game.
Yeah, I kind of felt like TSM wanted the win so bad that they just orchestrated a situation through the draft where they could not lose. Like, they knew if they took Optic to 60 minutes that they were just going to win.
Yeah, they were just going to find a mistake that Optic made and then, finally.
Yep, exactly. So the game after that was Cloud9 versus Echo Fox. Echo Fox coming away with a win on that one. Cloud9 was running the, huge Summoner Spellbook bot lane, TPs all over the place.
Yep. 4 teleports at one point.
Yep. So it started off really good. They're making a lot of around the map plays and pushing their advantage with it. But then there's that play around Baron where they're just teleporting in and then dying. They end up coming with a Baron, but it ends up giving them no advantage.
Yeah.
Just another it's kind of slow start for Echo Fox, but then they turn it right around and they look super clean.
Yeah, really clutch team fights from Echo Fox in that game. Okay, so the game after that is going to be 100 Thieves versus Team Liquid. This game can be summed up by saying one thing: Ryu split pushing.
Oh my goodness.
Ryu split pushing secured them this game. 100 Thieves just choked Team Liquid out of this game with just relentless pressure from Ryu on Rise.
Yeah, he was huge. I mean, at one point he's level 18 and he's pushing down bot lane, and the Team Liquid's top laner was trying to answer and is 2 levels behind and just getting chunked out under turret. They couldn't do anything about Ryu, and he was the MVP in my opinion for this game for sure. So then the last game of the day was Golden Guardians versus FlyQuest. Kind of another boring game. Golden Guardians was looking pretty clean at first. Matt actually was really impressive. Onda was on Zach again, and
good pick for him.
Exactly, he's good on it. But Matt was really good about flaying his engages and hooking the right people early. And Golden Guardians built a pretty good lead, and then Golden Guardians were just doing some really bad engages and pushing a little too far, pushing their advantage too much. And
seems to be a trend for them.
Yeah, FlyQuest just kept on capitalizing and eventually just pushed in for the win.
Yeah, so that's going to be the last game for day one. So to start us off for the second day, the first game of that day was Echo Fox versus TSM.
Yes.
And TSM was leading for the majority of this game until Dardoch found some really clutch engages on his Zac to win them a couple fights in a row when they were just on the brink of defeat. Hanser was leading.
Really good on Vlad, yes. Took it to Huni.
Yeah, took it to Huni's Gangplank, which is the counter pick, so, whatever. But still,
he looked like a beast. A lot of people have been taking this counter pick the Vlad into the GP, but I think Hanser played it best out of anybody and got a real advantage out of it.
Yeah.
But like you said, Dardoch was just an absolute monster this game on Zach, and took all of those engages and picks and turned it into a win for Echo Fox.
Yeah.
The next game of the day was Cloud9 versus 100 Thieves. Really high match going into it. There's a lot of global map pressure on both teams,
which does make for a fun game.
Yes, for sure. They each had teleports. Talia on Jensen and Afremu on the Shen, so they both have inherent kits that let them move around the map. And there's a lot of early map play. Both teams actually looked really good, but in the end, Cloud9 was just the better team, and Meteos had an awful game on Zach.
Yeah, he got caught out a lot.
Yeah, so I think Cloud9 looked pretty convincing in this win, and 100 Thieves definitely have a little bit more to work on.
The third game of that day is going to be Optic versus FlyQuest. This is the definition of a boring game, at least until like the 25-30 minute mark. They were even in kills, even in gold, even in towers, even in drakes.
Yes.
Up till that point. At some point, Optic got the better of FlyQuest, and to their credit, once they got the lead, they closed it out fairly quickly, around 40 minutes, which is a quick game in this meta.
Especially for Optic.
Yeah, for sure. And good for them. They picked their comfort picks. Acadian on an Assassin in Kha'Zix, PoE on Syndra, Arrow on Ezreal.
They both got some big picks, big damage numbers. They actually looked pretty good.
Yep.
So the following game was Golden Guardians versus CLG. So there were two specials in this game. You have the Golden Guardian special, which is getting an early advantage and looking pretty good, actually. Then CLG really just ends up turning it around, especially around some of the Baron fights.
After one huge throw from Contracts.
Yeah, so Contracts just like literally EQs onto CLG with no health. He ults over the wall into another CLG member. Stopwatches dies anyways. Everybody dies.
Yeah.
So CLG, once they got the lead, were actually pretty good about like keeping a hold on it and putting the game out.
Despite Stixay's,
There's
trying to throw.
Yeah. He still getting called out, which is a huge issue. Luckily, this time he still managed to take a couple of people down with him.
Yes.
Which is a huge advantage. But CLG finally getting the first win of the year. Golden Guardian still winless. If you're CLG, you're still not super happy about it, but you got to start somewhere.
Yep, absolutely. The last game of the week is going to be Team Liquid versus Clutch Gaming. Despite the lineup, not actually a whole lot to talk about because Team Liquid just completely outclassed Clutch Gaming.
Yeah.
The bot lane, the jungle matchup, it was bad. Febiman did okay.
Yeah, he actually did pretty well. I think he was making some plays, but Lyra was just getting caught all over the map. I think he had 0 kill participation if he had any. And Apollo and Hakuo, they opted into a winning bot lane to try to get that early advantage.
They did the unsealed spell book with teleport, switching to teleport on the first back. On Caitlyn is a pushing laner, and they still didn't win their lane.
No, 27-minute game. The Clutch game got stomped. That's really all there is to it. Team Liquid looked really good this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that will do it for our 2018 NA LCS Spring Split Week 2 short review. This video is really just for people who want to catch up on the games, and especially if you didn't get to get all of them over the weekend. If you're looking for a bit more of an in-depth discussion and analysis, you can check out our long-form videos, which will be coming out shortly after this one. Just kind of really our thoughts on the weekend. I'm really excited to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
See ya.